Trash in the playoffs, so I ain't even concerned right now. I always lose in the playoffs, but I've never been this close to a Super Bowl. Starting out the playoffs, I need 2 wins to get the Super Bowl. I've never been this close. I'm a streamer too, so it'll be up on the stream, but I've probably seen this. I hate streaming because people they can prepare for you that way. So I absolutely hate streaming.
Please stop all that screaming, baby.
Because that's how they game plan for you. They say, oh, he like doing this, he like doing that, and they'll game plan for you that way. And it's like playing in the lobby. This particular league, you can do whatever court you want. Franchise. This shit's so fucking slow. All right, I'll send it. I'm about to send it now. All right. All right.
It was a common sight in the 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Ready.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Love. And this is caught by Curse. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Love now to pass on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Curse. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Again, it's Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Love from the gun. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jordan Love scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Lance to throw it. That caught by Tremble. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 9 now from the 20. Lance looking to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Tommy Trimble, 57 yards. And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd and 10, Love. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
A gain of 32 that time.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready, break. Blue striker. Check pitch. Red cycle. Yellow warning. Ready, ready.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And cycle. Ready.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And Monty Rice there on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Come on, bro.
about a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Lance going to throw. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Love. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Love. Catch made by the running back, Aaron Jones. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
On the set. Right, 97. Ready?
They'll run it with Jones. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. There's Trimble, the tight end, and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, Lance. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Come on, set. Strike, strike. You tell it. Ready.
Love now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw now, here's Love. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit. And
that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Lance now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On play action, Lance. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed. And pretty well executed there. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Lance. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Love. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An inside give to Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ultra. Go ultra. Dog red. Black ultra. Ready.
Here's Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On the ready. Go, 38. Yellow blue. 6, 7.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Ultra, ultra. Huge, yellow. Right through.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. That's complete right side to Lazard. Touchdown! Alan Lazard. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. McCaffrey on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. So a second NFL interception for him, and he is looking the part here in year one.
And normally, partner, you talk about cornerbacks and safeties being the ball hawk type of guys, and they always will be because they'll get more opportunities. But this young man has potential to be a ball hawk from the linebacker position. I think that's why he was drafted as high as he was, and he'll stay on the field on most downs.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 30 yards. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
49ers 14.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A gain of 37.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Lance now on 1st down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the
touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Second down, another shot for Jones. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the fourth and a very critical drive upcoming. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who had over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Lance looking to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Hey, check Rager. Ready?
Running right, Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Steal. Check steal. Check.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 162 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
Set hut. 22 needle. Hut, hut.
Up the middle, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A give to Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay.
That's classic Madden for you. I got everybody up the middle, and nobody tackles them. Come on, man. You can't play the game in the person. You can't play Madden in the person, man. I had 3-4 niggas right there, and nobody made the tackle.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Shot 17. Black open.
Desperation time here. Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. That caught by Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
It's caught at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.